Rayanne, Kennedy, and Michael fight to stay in the game. Now on Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. It's day 63 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Owen is the head of household. He nominated Rayanne and Kennedy for eviction, and Willy Wonka nominated Michael as the third nominee. But Owen also won the Golden Power Veto in the Big Brother OTEV Golden Power Veto competition and chose not to use it, which means tomorrow either Rayanne, Kennedy, or Michael will be evicted. Who will it be? You'll find out tomorrow. And what will their plea speeches be? We'll find out shortly. But first, the Big Brother Clockwork Endurance Head of Household competition just started about an hour ago. And just like I did last season and the season before, we will have a live Clockwork coming to you in about 5 minutes because it's currently 9:55, so they're getting ready for their second one. This is a crucial competition. So typically Clockwork happens during a double eviction or during some really important week. And this season, Survivor Week. You know, without nominees, everybody's at risk. And so the only way to guarantee your safety is to have an individual immunity necklace. And this is one of the two. So everybody is fighting hard for this head of household, even though they don't get to make nominations, which I'm going to get to in a minute. They still get safety. And so it is pretty important. It does make Clockwork interesting because typically when it comes down to 2 or 3 people, deals are made, especially when it's 2 people. You know, I'll keep you safe if you don't, you give it to me and I won't nominate you and so on and so forth. But that can't really happen now because it's just immunity, right? The head of household isn't actually nominating people this week. So Clockwork started at 9 p.m. and we've had one already and it was quite interesting. So let's get into some of the results. So at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, just give me one moment, I'm just scrolling up. Javier says Clockwork, Michael Clockwork, Brooke Clockwork, Rayanne Clockwork in lowercase, Kennedy Clockwork at 9:01, and Jenna nothing. Rayanne then types screams into the void, and it means that Rayanne, Kennedy, and Jenna are all eliminated, meaning we're already down to just 3 after just one Clockwork. We're down to Brooke, Michael, and Javier. One of you will be the new head of household. And Owen is outgoing head of household. You're not eligible to compete. So, wow, we're down to 3. The record for this competition is, of course, 30 hours and 30 minutes. We're not going to get anywhere near there. Plus, it's capped to 24 hours. I will say that the worst showing of Clockwork was 17 hours in Season 4. And hopefully you guys will at least hit that bar, but time will tell. So, is everybody ready? I'm scroll down to the chat. I'm going to be doing this one live, telling you all what's going on. Very, very, very exciting. Isn't this exciting? It's 9:58 p.m. It's like watching soccer. Pele passes it to Neymar. Passes it back to Pele. Passes it back to Neymar. He looks around. He looks around. He passes it back to Pele, who looks like he's going to do something, and he passes it back to Neymar. Meanwhile, Messi and Ronaldo take off their clothes because it's really hot. And since it's getting hot in here, they'll take off all their clothes. And everybody's looking at that. Meanwhile, Neymar passes it back to Pele. And back to Neymar. Okay. Oh, and it's a corner kick. Is he going to do something with the corner kick? No! Nothing happened with the corner kick. Wow! But in all fairness, soccer, I think the fact that it's 90 minutes, I think is what and it's 90 minutes of continuous play without like stoppages in time. I think that's what makes it boring for people. But at the same time, football stops all the time. So I don't know. I don't mind soccer. I find hockey the most interesting sport to watch and the hottest guys. But so I do like soccer. But I'll admit, I can see why people think it's boring. Okay, it's 9:59. Here we go. Michael just messaged me something. Let's see if I can read it out loud. Nope. Okay, so so here we go. Very exciting. It's 9:59. It's almost 10. Brooke and Michael are typing. Very exciting. I'm going to type something now. Isn't this... I'm typing, isn't this exciting? In the group chat. Here we go. It is still 9:59 according to my... Now my clock says 10 o'clock. Let's see if they do anything. Oh boy. Oh boy. Still waiting. Javier says clockwork. Brooke says clockwork in all caps. And so does Michael. So they all, 1 hour in, stay in the game. Oh my god, Brooke is typing. Why are you typing? Why are you typing? Oh no. She stopped typing. Oh, thank god. That got me worried there. Because again, you cannot... No! Brooke typed my heartbeat so fast! No! Brooke! No! Oh! Nobody's gonna even make it through the night in this competition. Oh. Oh. So unfortunately, that does mean that Brooke is eliminated and we are down. That's the first time ever on a live clockwork dealy that something actually happened. Normally I'm just like, yeah, you're good. Yeah, Pele passes it to Neymar, passes it to Pele, and Neymar. But yeah, so we are already down to Javier and Michael, one of whom will be the new head of household. So Javier could get his 6th second place finish, or finally win his first head of household. Time will tell. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see what else I had to do. I was so excited by that. Whoever wins head of household, Michael or Javier, you will need to be available Wednesday night at around, I'm going to say 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We can work on that because it's just one-on-one. Because for the first time ever, the nomination ceremony is going to be on Zoom. The reason is that the head of household will obviously not be making traditional nominations, but they will be making a game-changing decision, and I want it recorded on Zoom so that we can see their thought process. Kind of like Topaz and Big Brother Canada 1 and Ica and Big Brother Canada 2, with the exception of they didn't know they were being watched by the house guests. You're going to know that the house guests are watching this. It's going to be in the episode. So obviously be careful what you say, but I'd still want to have you talk out your decision, and I think it's definitely an interesting thing that's going to happen. Basically, I don't want to spoil too much, but there will be a red button involved, and whether or not you push the button could potentially drastically alter the course of the game. So a lot of the house guests were, in the last 2 or 3 days, were messaging me about some things that they saw in the episode that were off. I think I had Bridget accidentally still showing as active in one of the titles of the episodes. I also had, or the theme song. I also had the song in yesterday's theme song was longer. It was, I think, Stars Like Confetti by Dustin Lynch. And because it was longer and I loved that song, I put it in twice. And house guests were thinking that was, a clue to an advantage or to an idol or something. And no, other than the hidden immunity idol, which is far more secure than that, as you've all discovered, there's nothing left behind me or in the theme song or in the episode. There's no special anything remaining, so you don't have to dig through. It's funny how it took 60 days for people to finally be paying like super duper close attention. Meanwhile, the first month or so, you were missing everything, including that steal a vote on the plate, which the alumni were screaming that how has nobody seen the steal a vote? But if you're a first time player, you may not realize. So, yeah, so don't worry. There's nothing else left behind me. It's just the hidden immunity idol, which some of you have clues towards. I think everybody has at least one clue, I believe. But we'll figure that out. So the votes have already been cast, so I can talk about this freely now. Rayanne does not have any Monopoly pieces. Michael has, I believe, the railroads and the orange. I have to confirm. If Michael is evicted, he would bequeath one of those two to the player of his choice. And the winner of this head of household competition, which now that I think about it, if Michael is evicted, that would automatically be Javier, will get to inherit the other one. If Kennedy is evicted, she has four sets. She has light blue, utilities, red, and yellow. She would get to bequeath one, and she would get the choice to the house guest of her choice. The winner of the head of household competition, Michael or Javier, will get to choose between the other three, and the remaining two will be in a random draw, which will be the wheel. So I guess the wheel will make a return if she's evicted. That would take place Thursday. Yeah, so that's an update there. Okay, one last thing, and I just remembered I have to check my phone because I messaged Tiffany this. So I am absolutely livid. Absolutely livid. I'm going to get to that in a second. I noticed at Tim Hortons the other day that there were no birthday cake Timbits. And I thought, that's strange. So 5 years ago, when Canada turned 150, Tim Hortons introduced a birthday cake Timbit, which is a birthday cake flavored donut hole, for those of you who don't know what Timbits are. So I think in Dunkin' Donuts it's Munchkins. The donut hole, the small donuts. So there was a birthday cake one for 5 years. Loved it. Got it all the time. They even had a Tim Bieb, inspired by Justin Bieber, called the Birthday Cake Waffle Timbit, which was a birthday cake Timbit wrapped in waffle pieces, which I personally loved. Karen and Steven hated it, but oh well. Not everything can be BTS themed. I noticed there wasn't a birthday cake Timbit at the last 2 or 3 locations, and then I kept going to different Tim Hortons locations, and I realized these motherfuckers got rid of birthday cake Timbits. I could make a list, and people who played in All-Stars, I had a whole 2-day rant about how Tim Hortons changed their eggs and how they got rid of everything I liked. How I can't find maple donuts, which some locations have been getting Canadian maple and maple dip donuts back again. It's Tim Hortons. It's Canada. There should be maple donuts. But I can make a laundry list of Tim Hortons items that have been discontinued over the years. And people will say, oh, Andrew, you probably just march to the beat of your own drum, and what you like is what people don't like. Generally, yes, that's true. Restaurants tend to eliminate my favorite menu item because I'm the only idiot that orders that one item. Like Subway got rid of egg salad, which I love Subway egg salad, but a lot of people think egg salad is gross. So I get why Subway eliminated egg salad, but the stuff that Tim Hortons has eliminated over the years has been so popular. English toffee cappuccino, chili in a bread bowl, Canadian maple donuts was gone for a while, honey stick donuts, I can think of, there's probably a whole bunch, chocolate sour cream glazed donuts. They had Black Forest cake at one point, they got rid of that. Nutella cookies, Nutella croissants, the filled cookies, the red velvet cookies, all of that gone. Maple pecan donuts, it's just, maple pecan Danish is gone too. I haven't seen that in a while. I just realized. So, I cannot believe they got rid of birthday cake Timbits. They already got rid of old-fashioned, not everywhere, but old-fashioned glazed Timbits are very, very hard to find. And old-fashioned glazed donuts are also hard to find. But birthday cake Timbits, are you serious? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, but there's birthday cake donuts. Not the same. Not the same. The birthday cake Timbits are way better than the donuts because the donuts are kind of dry. Because they have less glaze, less icing on it. So, I'm pissed off. If you live in Toronto and you see birthday cake Timbits anywhere, let me know where they are. I will drive for birthday cake. So then I messaged Kelly and Tiffany this, Cly from this season. I messaged them because they also love their birthday cake whores. I said, Clyde, Tim Hortons eliminated birthday cake Timbits, and I'm fucking angry. She responds, absolute fuckery. What's even the point of Tim Hortons anymore? P.S. I have some sunburn, and it's at the peeling stage, the best stage. Oh. And I agree with her. Tiffany says, that was like top 3. What the fuck? Like, get rid of chocolate. I couldn't agree more. You know what? Let's just call Tiffany to see what she has to say about this. Because it's very upsetting. Very, very upsetting.
Oh.
I'm recording Big Brother Cheesecake Day 63. You're on the air with everybody. Aren't you livid that they got... Yeah, hi. Aren't you livid that they got rid of birthday cake Timbits?
Yeah, because chocolate's the worst one. Fucking get rid of that one.
Right?
I'd rather take old-fashioned plain, even though you have to drink 4 gallons of water after, than have a fucking chocolate Timbit over birthday cake. Like, what? Who decides these things?
I don't know. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I can understand getting rid of... I love Dutchie. I can understand it because people don't like raisins because they have some aversion to raisins. Oh, I don't like raisins! So I can get that. But birthday cake? Why are you eliminating that? And on top of the maple.
How did you find this out? Is it just one location?
I've been to about 10 locations in the last 2 days, and none of them have it. 10, I would say.
So, what do they say the reason is?
I'm not going to ask some, zit-faced 16-year-old kid who's like, hi, welcome to Tim Hortons. He's just going to say, I don't know.
I mean, I'm going to look this up now. This is fucking bullshit.
I know. We should start a pitchfork convention about this. Tim, first the maple donuts, now this. It's unreal.
All I have to say is I told Ken that you told me that, and I was fucking pissed, and I said, well, it's a good thing that we're going to Dunkin' Donuts, because at least they have their shit together.
Dunkin' Donuts, yes, they have cornbread, munchkins, and donuts, and they are sex.
Yeah, they have their shit together. They know what's up.
Yep, absolutely.
Fucking Canada doesn't know fuck all. I guarantee you when we go to the States, they're going to have birthday cake Timbits. I'll bet you $50.
Oh, no, I'm with you on that, for sure. And we're going to take pictures of them, and we're going to we'll just buy their whole stock. You have 300 in the shelf? Great, give us 300.
Yeah, literally.
Do you remember when we went to White Castle, and the ooey gooey vanilla cake was so good, and I said, how many of those do you have in the back? And she said 50, and I said, okay, and I bought all 50 ooey gooey cakes from White Castle.
Because you can freeze them or whatever.
I ate them for like a year. Oh, it was so good. Oh, boy. Anyway, any thoughts on the game this season? Are you paying attention at all?
No, sorry.
Yeah, I figured. I used to have Tiffany on every season, but I noticed she just started, talking about, not the show. She was just making her own tangents, and I'm like, you're not really relevant anymore, so...
Yeah, sorry, everybody.
But you have posted in the alumni chat, which is very... I don't know why I'm holding the phone up. You have posted in the alumni chat, which is very impressive.
Oh, you're welcome.
Have you heard from Chad or Charlene lately?
No, but I heard that Charlene is a Trump supporter, so that's interesting.
Oh, well, sounds about right. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to go. I'm going to finish filming, and then I'm going to write Tim Hortons a nasty letter.
Okay, great.
Great. You'll co-sign. Okay.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's call Klein out to discuss this. Another episode that's gone 80,000 hours. Don't worry, we'll get to Joanne's recipe. Calm your tits. Oops. I bet you when I ask her if she's been paying attention since she's been evicted, she's going to say no. She's not going to answer, which is so typical of Cly. I mean, that's how the whole season has gone. Sounds about right.
You have reached mailbox number 64721746676. After leaving a message,
how many numbers was that?
Press pound for more options.
I am livid, absolutely livid, that Tim Hortons got rid of birthday cake Timbits. This is an absolute outrage, and I think we should protest together. Yes, we should. We should go down and march down January 6th style until they bring back birthday cake Timbits. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna get ready with my all my guns and whatnot. Yes, I am. 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 Okay, love you. Call me back when you get this message. Okay, let's get now to, because time is of the essence. We're going to get to Joanne's recipe. So she made the absolute best thing of all time. And in case you're wondering why it's going to magically go to daytime, it's because I filmed it earlier today, because I usually film cheesecake before I go to bed. And I actually wanted to eat this. And I don't want to eat 80,000 calories right before going to bed. So it's filmed earlier. So here is Joanne's recipe. I'm Joanne, and I'm back from New Foxwick. And I learned a fantastic recipe that I'm going to share with you all. It's called Nanaimo S'mores. And I love, love, love Nanaimo bar s'mores. Here's how you make it. First, get a cinnamon raisin bagel. I love bagels because I play the bagel game with my boyfriend where we play ring toss and I try to get the bagel over his beep. Anyway, then take marshmallow fluff and lather it on both sides of the bagel. I like to practice giving rim jobs with these. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, here we go. We're gonna lather it up. Look at that. So good. Now I'm going to lather up the rest. You've lubed up your bagel with marshmallow. And then, the presse de resistance. You take 2 Nanaimo bars. If you're not familiar with Nanaimo bars, you're stupid. But it's a Canadian specialty. It's got a little coconut thing and some butter and some chocolate, buttercream. And old white ladies at Chinese buffets like to stuff these in their purse to take back to the old folks' home. My grandma did it, and I bet yours did too. So, put a Nanaimo bar right on top. That looks good. Oh! Do the same to the other side. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Look at that. Then, take your skewers. If you don't have them, you can use chopsticks. Poke a hole through the middle. And again on the other side. And then what you can do is if you're camping, you can put this over the fire so it gets all gooey and melty like my pussy. But if you're at home and you don't want to burn down your home, you can put this in the panini press. I love paninis. Anyway, time to try my Nanaimo bar s'mores. Gooey, melty, sex. Bye, everyone. Back to you, fuckers. Was that not absolutely amazing looking? I mean, seriously. But you better get your cinnamon raisin bagels from Tim Hortons soon before they discontinue them. Anyway, let's get to the final Plea speeches. So, Rayanne, Kennedy, Michael, yeah, they've already voted, blah, blah, blah. This is just a formality now. If anybody's actually casting their eviction vote based on these speeches, you're not playing the right game, because this is... If you watch the show, you know that when they stand up and say a whole lot of shit, it doesn't mean anything. It's occasionally early on in the season, you can flip a few votes, especially if it's close. But at this point, when there's 7 people left, it's basically just a formality. But anyway, okay, but it does get conversation going, and there actually was a lot of conversation in the group chat today about how Kennedy's only 19 years old, and she wasn't even alive during 9/11, which makes me feel old, because if you remember where you were on 9/11, that apparently makes you old now. So anyway, here we go. Let's start off with Rayanne. Hello. I'm going to do my little pitch now, but in general, I just don't think at this stage of the game I'm not really a huge threat to anyone. I think collectively we all say we suck at comps, and I'm going to collectively say LOL. We probably all do, but let's be real, at the final 7, we can't really be diminishing our abilities, so we are all aware of them by now. Also, I think we need to start looking at people's resumes and who might actually pull out a win, and compared to my fellow nominees, I feel like I have the weakest track record out of everyone, point blank, period, which is why I think it's wise to keep me around. I think it's really easy to target me down the line. I I honestly don't have many defenses at this point. I'm just a sick, grumpy ass who's going to pull out the win in the endurance comp. I read that wrong. I think a lot of y'all have a really good chance to win against me, but may have a harder time against Michael or Kennedy. All love here. I think I'm Big Brother timing is everything, and I personally feel like my elimination would be way too early at this point. Honestly, I might be medevaced out of the endurance comp, and like always, no matter what y'all decide, I will always be a gorgeous trans woman with clear skin and a fat ass, and no one can take that away from me. Thank you, Grace. That was a very graceful. Oh, do you think that's why they named her that? Graceful way to say that. So well done. Kennedy, you're up next. Hi everyone, Kennedy here. I can't believe this might be my official My God, but I make cheesecake for the first time. I don't have $120 remaining, so I'm not going to eat cheese. But what did you get for it? Should I get a cheesecake? But I'm going to mini house. I got a job at Lego. I'm so excited. Lego. So anyway, I really want to be here. I really do think it's beneficial for some of y'all to keep me. At the end of the day, do what's best for your game. I think that there are some of you that know that I can be really helpful to you, and a number to help you get to the end. I don't have a lot of social pull here, but I'm fighting my best fight, and that's all I can say. I don't think I'm the biggest friend. I think that's going to keep me around. Thank you, Kennedy. And finally, Michael. Hey everyone, it's me, Mike Tyson. Housecast, I'm asking for 3 people not to vote for me. I've kind of been in the background with work, being busy at the moment and getting ready to head out of town for a good part of the month. I really only have 1 true win under my belt. My 2 vetoes were flukes, and I should not have won at all, and as Andrea said, my HOH was questionable as well. I'm not a comp beast, so keeping me means you are more likely to win comps. So please, keep me, Mike Tyson, in this game. Rayanne, Kennedy, or Michael. Who will be evicted, finishing in 7th place, becoming the 3rd member of the jury, joining Callum and Bridget. And who will rise to power and become the new head of household. Find out tomorrow. I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Take care, and remember, 9 out of 10 dentists agree crunch is good for their business. Good night.